So part one of the listening is listen and select. So first let's have a look at the format of this part of the exam. You will hear a short audio clip. So you will listen to a recording of some people talking or one person talking. And then you will be given some multiple choice questions. Now this part can appear in a slightly different format. But each format will have this at the top, these instructions, which will say, for this question, choose the correct answer. And then it says, read the questions first, click play to listen, and you can listen twice. So the first example we can look at is here, the question, what time will you go to the cinema tomorrow? And sometimes you might be presented with some pictures like this, and you have to choose which picture depending on the audio, depending on what you listen to. And remember, you can listen twice, and you are the one who has to press play to listen. The other format has the same instructions at the top, and it will have a question, for example, why can't the lady go to the cinema tomorrow? But instead of pictures, you will be presented with three statements like this. She needs to get the car serviced. She's in a different city. She's going to the theatre. And again, you need to choose which answer you think is correct, depending on what is said in the audio. So, let's have a look at a technique to help us with this part of the exam. My advice is to read the question. The first thing you do, read the question. And don't look at the options. So you can even put your hand in front of the screen, for example, but just try not to look at the options and try just to focus on the question. So in our example from before, why can't the lady go to the cinema tomorrow? This is the question that I need to focus on and ignore the options. Second part of the technique is to then hit the play button. So start listening. Third part of the technique is to see if you can find the answer from the audio without looking at the options. See if you know what the answer is, depending on what they say. The fourth step in the technique is to then look at the options. So once you think you know the answer from the audio, remove your hand and look at the options. And then maybe you will see that one option matches your thinking. And then you might be able to find the correct answer. So if one of the options is closest to what you thought, probably that is the right answer. So in this example, I covered the options. Why can't the lady go to the cinema tomorrow? And maybe I hear her talking about her car and that it's damaged and it needs a service. And then I look at the options and I see, oh, she needs to get the car serviced. That's probably the right option. And then I can look at the other two if I want to, but I don't think it's necessary. I feel pretty sure that it's about getting the car serviced. So that's the option I will choose. Then remember, you can listen twice, so I would suggest play the recording again to confirm your answer. Okay. Let's move on to part 2 of the listening in the next video.